जय सच्चिदानंद महात्माओं, आप सर्वने अंदर बैठेला परमात्मा नितिन भक्ति पूर्वक नमस्कार नमस्कार नमस्कार. Jai Sachidanand. Sunday morning. Greetings from Beckley, West Virginia. Temperatures are fluctuating 18 degrees to 25 degrees Fahrenheit here. We have a second accumulation of snow up to 2 to 3 inch roughly. Welcome again to the level 1 continued lesson, weekly lesson, narrating from the booklet of Dadashree, Who Am I? For those who are new, please please go back and review some of the lessons that are under the title MG Gujarati Level 1 lessons. There are a bunch of them in a playlist form. If you type in on the your search on the YouTube search line MG Level 1 Gujarati lessons, you'll come to a MG Level 1 Gujarati lesson. You'll come to the playlist, click on that, and they can go back and forth from where you want to start. Hopefully, this will be a rewarding for you. Also, I'll point out that under the section of, I'll share the screen. Share the screen thus. So this is a dual screen on the Google Chrome. This is from the iBook, my downloaded iBook app, where you can download the booklet. And then this is the page on the Google Chrome or Google dadabhagwan.org or org/books-media/grocery/. You can download this page on your Google, and you'll have the vocabulary. Let's see where we. Okay, let's go this way. Sorry, beg your pardon. Let's go back. Glossary section. All right, and you can use this in conjunction with your reading. This is good. That's available on the online as well as on the Dadabhagwan app in the book section under glossary. And you can click the word sar. Sar means essence, substance, and you can listen to the pronunciation.
Sar. Satvik.
Sattvic. Pious, virtuous, that sort of thing. So I'll what we'll do is keep this as a second browser. All right. We'll start where we left off on the narrating the booklet. Who am I? I will read and then translate in English. Sagvaryo Siddhant. Sagvaryo means convenient. Siddhant means principle. And you can quickly check to be on the same page. Siddhant. Incontrovertible principle that accomplishes the ultimate goal. Established principle, accomplished principle. So, Sagvarya, convenient principle, or the definite principle rather. Sagvarya Siddhant. એટલે આ scientific circumferential evidence છે. એટલે આ scientific circumferential evidence છે. This is, therefore, it is scientific circumferential evidence. કેટલાય સંજોગો ભેગા થાય ત્યારે કાર્ય થાય. કેટલાય સંજોગો ભેગા થાય ત્યારે કાર્ય થાય. So many incidences or events. Sanjog means events, one that comes in front of you, or uniting events. Kitla is several, so many. Kitla means so many. Events come together. Bega thai means, bega thau means to combine or come together, combine, come together. Several incidences, evidences come together, then ત્યારે then કાર્ય થાય છે. કાર્ય થાય છે means the work is getting done. કાર્ય થાય છે. કાર્ય means calm or action. So many circumstances come together and the action happens. તેમાં egoism કરીને, quotation, મેં કર્યું કહીને હાંકી રાખે છે. મેં કર્યું કહીને હાંકી રાખે છે. Several events come together and the action happens. And tema, in that, egoism, karine, you say it, you've in that, with egoism, you say, I have done it, and keeps on hakiaraku means to propel. You keep propelling it by saying with egoism, I have done it, when in fact several of the circumstances are responsible. Several circumstances coming together are responsible for the act happening. પણ આ તો સારું થાય છે, પણ આ તો સારું થાય છે તો મેં કર્યું, અને ના સારું થાય તો મારા સંજોગ હમણાં સારા નથી, એવું આપણા લોકો કહે છે ને. પણ but this તો therefore સારું, good, સારું થાય તો મેં કર્યું. If good happens, then I have done it. I have done the act. મેં કર્યું. And no, ના સારું થાય means good does not happen, then mara sanjogo hamra sara nathi. My 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 evidences are not good. My evidences, or what the events that come together, uh, are not good, are not good now. Evu apna loko kahe છે. That is what our people say. Apna, our loko kahe છે ne, are saying, right? Are saying, right? If good happens, then I will I say I have done it, and if good does not happen, then I'll say my events are not good uh, now. That is what people say, right? સંજોગો ને માને છે કે સંજોગોને માને છે ને આપણા લોકો. People do સંજોગોને માને છે ને આપણા. માને means believe or accept. સંજોગો માને છે ને આપણા લોકો. They do accept the events, our people, right? પ્રશ્નકર્તા હા. Questioner, yes. દાદાશ્રી, કમાયો તો ઘર વરસ પોતે ખાય છે, અને જ્યારે ખોટ આવે છે ત્યારે કશું બહાનું કાઢે. કમાયો તો તેનો ઘર વરસ પોતે ખાય છે ને. When he earns, he has this he enjoys the honor that pote khai che. Garvaras pote khai. Garvaras is something that is the kamayo etano garvaras khai che. He is proud proud and enjoys the enjoys the sorry. Once if one is earning, then he enjoys the fruits of, or he claims to enjoy he enjoys the pride. He is proud that he's enjoying he's earning, so he's taking credit and enjoying the credit of earning. And when there is ne, and when there is loss, khot ave che. Khot means loss. When he's earning, he enjoys with his pride that enjoy with pride that he is earning. And when there is loss, then he says tyare kashu bahanu kare. Then he will have an excuse. Bahanu means excuse. Once he enjoys it, he says, oh yeah, I earned it, and when there is a loss, then he has an excuse. આપણે પૂછીએ કેમ શેઠ આમ થઈ ગયા છો હમણાં. આપણે પૂછીએ કેમ શેઠ આમ થઈ ગયા છો હમણાં. If we ask them, boss, how have you become thus now? Why are you થઈ ગયા છો means like this. How have you become this? How have you become like this now? ત્યારે એ કહે ભગવાન રૂઠ્યા છે. So if he comes to a loss and you ask them, why are you so down now? Then he will say, Bhagwan Rutyache. God has become upset. If he earns it, he will take the credit, and if something goes bad, he will say an excuse. And when he's down, we ask him, how come are you like this now? Then he will say, God is upset. So he blames God for his losses, blames and takes the credit for his pride, for his earning. પ્રશ્ન કરતા સગવડિયો સિદ્ધાંત થઈ ગયો. So relatively, he's saying, the question is asking, Sagoryo Siddhanta થઈ ગયો. Sagoryo means of convenience, like marriage of convenience, the principle of convenience. Let's become a principle of convenience. Siddhanta થઈ ગયો means happens to be the Siddhant, or the principle of convenience. Let's become a convenient principle. Dadashree, ha, sagvadiyu. પણ તે આવો આરોપ એની પર ના આપવો જોઈએ. Dadashree say, yes, convenient, but that type of accusation should not be given to that. વકીલ ઉપર આરોપ આપીએ, બીજા કોઈને આરોપ આપીએ તો ઠીક છે, પણ ભગવાન ઉપર આરોપ અપાય. He says you can accuse the lawyer or accuse somebody else. That is ongoing, but to accuse God, but one should you accuse God? વકીલ તો દાવો માંડીને હિસાબ લે, પણ આનો કોણ દાવો માંડે? વકીલ, lawyer will plead. દાવો માંડી means plead for action, for resolution. વકીલ તો દાવો માંડીને હિસાબ લે. He will take the account of, the lawyer will take account by pleading, but who can plead? Who would plead like this? Pleading that, or pleading, who would plead for accusation like this? આનું ફરતો આવતા ભાવમાં ભયંકર બેડી મળે. આનું ફરતો આવતા ભાવમાં ભયંકર બેડી મળે. The fruits of this are bhayankar, means really enormously dangerous. Bhayankar means enormously burdensome. Bhayankar, big. Bhayankar, bedi mare. Bedi means handcuffs. So the fruits of this is that in the next life, next bow, avta bow means life, next life, the fruit of this action accusation rather, fruits of this, that is the accusation, results in enormous 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 handcuffing. In other words, handcuffing means suffering. Bhayankar bedi mare. Anu farto avta bhauma bhayankar bedi mare. The fruits of these accusations in the next life will be very severe suffering. ભગવાનનું નામ દઈએ ને આરોપ અપાય ખરો. ભગવાનનું નામ દઈને આરોપ અપાય ખરો. If you uh, if you name God and accuse, if you say the name of say God's name and then should you also accuse? Should you be accusing God at the same time? ભગવાનનું નામ દઈને આરોપ અપાય ખરો. Naming God and then accuse at the same time, right? Is that right? Prashnakarta. Na apai. Questioner says, rhetorically, he says, na, no, cannot give. Cannot do that. Apai, na apai. Arop apai kharo. Apai means to give. Arop apai kharo. To also accuse God. You say the name of the God, and then do you also accuse at the same time, right? That was the question Dadashree was asking. Na pai, not to be given. Questioner is saying, na pai, cannot give. Dadashree, nahi to kaise stars favorable nathi. Nahi to kaise stars favorable nathi. Dadashree says, or else, nahi to, or else will say, stars are not favorable. Stars are not favorable. Astrological stars, that is, stars are not favorable. If he does not do well, he'll say, stars are not favorable, or he says, oh, the God is upset, or angry. Bhagwan ruthya se, upset and angry. Nahi to kaise stars are favorable, nathi. Or else he'll say, stars are not favorable. Nahi to bhagyo muo વાંકો છે. નહીં તો ભાગ્યો મુઓ વાંકો છે એવું કહે. Or else he'll say, nahi to bhagyo muo વાંકો છે. He'll accuse himself as the fortunes are twisted. The fortunes are twisted. Stars are not favorable. Fortunes are twisted for me. એવું કહે. He'll say that. નહીં તો ભાગીદારનો વાંધો કાઢે. Or else he will find a fault with the partner. Bhagidar no વાંધો કાઢે. If he's in business, if there is loss, he will blame his partner. So all the accusations, except accusations, doesn't take on himself the offense. He will just blame everybody else, right? નહીં તો છોકરાઓની વહુ મોર પગી છે એમ બોલે. Or else he'll say, uh, son's wife, that is daughter-in-law, is witchy, morpagi. It's is unlucky. In other words, or he'll say my son's wife is unlucky. Em bole, he will say. Pan potane mathe na avade. He will, but he will not take it on his head. Na avade would not let it come on his head. Potana mate gunegari leto nati koedaro. Potana, once himself, had guilt. Leto nati means does not take. Koedaro, any day. He does not take any guilt of he does not take on his head the guilt any day. એટલે એક ફોરેન વાળાની સાથે મારે વાતચીત થયેલી. એટલે એક ફોરેન વાળાની માથે મારે વાત થયેલી. So I had conversation વાતચીત સાથે with મારે Dadashree, that is Mare, his, so I had conversation one time with one foreign Varani Sati, with the ni means connecting with, of, with. एक foreign वाળાની સાથે મારે વાતચીત થયેલી. With one foreigner I had conversation. એ કહે છે તમારા ઇન્ડિયનનો ગુનો માથે કેમ નથી આવવા દેતા? તમારા ઇન્ડિયનનો ગુનો માથે કેમ નથી આવવા દેતા? So he's asking, why the Indian laws do not take it on their head? So he says, that is, the foreigner is saying or asking, why do you Indians do not take your Indian fault, you do not take on the head, you do not take on the accusation on your head. So मैं कहूँ age Indian puzzle છે. So I said, Darasi says, I said, that is the Indian puzzle. મોટામાં મોટું puzzle હોય તો ઇન્ડિયાનું છે. ઇન્ડિયાનું આ છે. The biggest, bigger than the big puzzle is, if there is a bigger than big puzzle, then it is that of India. With that, we will close our session, this continuing narration of Who Am I? So catch up on this, reiterate and revisit the lesson, and so that it makes it more meaningful for you. आप सर्वनी अंदर बैठेला परमात्मा ने तीन बकृति भेदभाव वारंवार त्रिकार नमस्कार नमस्कार नमस्कार. जय सच्चिदानंद. Till we meet again.